Hey, what's up guys? It's Mr. Bodangles 247. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the age-old question, are Glocks safe to carry? Now, I've been getting a lot of comments saying that Glocks aren't safe. You shouldn't carry a Glock because there's no safety on it whatsoever. And you especially shouldn't carry a Glock appendix carry because you're going to shoot your dick off. Now guys, there are so many other things to be scared of in life, and one of those things is farting in a prison shower and hearing somebody say, hey, that sounds like my size. All right, so before we get into the video, I do have an affiliate link with 100 Concepts. They make these kill flashes for almost every optic on the market. So if you're looking for something for your AR-15 or your pistol, scroll down to my description, use my affiliate link along with the coupon code Mr. Bodangles 247 to get you 5% off your entire order. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so I got my Glock 17. I'm going to show you exactly why Glocks are safe. Now, there are 3 safeties on this Glock. Doesn't matter if people have told you that Glocks don't have safeties. Glocks do have safeties. There are 3 of them. Alright, so the first one that you want to pay attention to is the trigger safety right here, this little lever. All right, you cannot depress the trigger without first depressing the trigger safety. It just will not work. All right, now you do have to be mindful if you are carrying a Glock when you're reholstering it, especially appendix carry. This is how a lot of negligent discharges happen, is when you're reholstering, your shirt will actually slide in between the trigger and your holster, and it will cause the trigger safety to depress, and that's how people shoot their dick off. All right, so to mitigate that, just watch your reholster as you're putting it back in. Watch that it's, there's nothing in the way, you're lifting your shirt. All right, that's how you mitigate shooting your dick off. All right, now I'm going to break this down and show you the other 2 safeties inside. All right, so the next safety we're going to look at is called the drop safety. All right, so the drop safety is kind of 2 parts. It has to do with the trigger bar and the housing group back here. All right, so when you pull the trigger bar goes back and actually kind of slides down a little bit, allowing the housing to fully go down, as you can see right there. So I'll do it again one more time. As I pull the trigger, this part goes down and this part right here goes up. All right, so your second safety is the drop safety. All right, and what that does is this little part right here, when that goes up, it actually hits your third safety, which is the firing pin safety right here, this little button looking thing. Now, if you guys can see, right here is my firing pin, and right now it's all the way forward because when you're disassembling a Glock, you have to pull the trigger, so it's all the way forward. Now, if I cock the firing pin back, you guys kind of saw that the firing pin safety kind of moved a little bit. Now, when this lever right here gets in contact with the firing pin safety, it actually pushes it up, allowing the firing pin to go forward, as you can see right here. All right. Now, if you don't press the trigger, your firing pin's only going to move that much. All right. There's just no way for the firing pin to have enough oomph behind it to send a round off. All right, you have to depress the trigger safety, which disengages the drop safety, which disengages the firing pin safety. All right, so the only way for this gun to go off is by pulling the trigger. And so for anybody that's had a negligent discharge, well, you guys have to remember your weapon safety rules. You know, that's the only way to mitigate negligent discharges is by following your weapon safety rules. I say that in a lot of my videos, or at least I try to. As long as you follow the weapon safety rules, you're never, ever going to have a negligent discharge. The one caveat to that is if you do any modifications to your gun that takes away a safety, then your chances of having a negligent discharge is a lot higher than someone that's running stock parts with all the safeties intact. All right. The fourth kind of safety I want to show you is on my Glock 19X. This is the gun that I carry every day, and one of my buddies I was in the Marines with turned me onto this product, and I'm really thankful for it. So it's a Landon tactical striker control device, and what it allows you to do is, as you're holstering, say your shirt gets caught up underneath the or in the trigger as well as your holster, it actually will, it's right here, it looks like a normal back plate, but what it does is it indicates the trigger is being pulled. All right, as you can see, the back plate pops out, and when you're reholstering, I always keep my thumb right here, just so when I'm, if say for whatever reason the trigger, like I have my shirt inside the trigger and my trigger's being pulled, I can feel that tension when the striker control device is being raised on my thumb, and I can push that down. I could pull up my shirt, look to see if there's any, you know, blockages or anything like that that's causing my trigger to be pulled, and I can mitigate a negligent discharge simply by having this piece on the back. All right, and what this does is basically kind of shows you where your firing pin is, in a sense. All right, so if the trigger's being pulled, this thing is gonna pop out, and you're gonna know that your trigger's being pulled. All right, so that's one more thing that you guys could add to your Glocks, especially if you're carrying the Glocks. And you know, like I was saying before, as long as you're following the weapon safety rules, you're never gonna have a negligent discharge with this. You can drop these guns, and as long as a rock doesn't come in here and grow legs and push the trigger back, they're never gonna go off. All right, unless you modify the trigger and there's no trigger safety, then you have a higher chance of the gun going off. But as long as you're following the weapon safety rules, it doesn't matter if there's no trigger safety or not. You're not gonna have a negligent discharge. All right, so I hope this video shows you why Glocks are safe to carry, and I hope that everybody watching this video goes out and buys a Glock. I love Glocks. I've shot with Glock for years. They're a really good gun, and they were manufactured to be a safe option for pistol users. All right, so that's it for my video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share this video with all those naysayers out there that told you that there was no safety on a Glock. They're just simply wrong. Until next time, stay safe and stay lethal. We'll see you later.